How we doing, people? Another killer episode of Rock and Unbox here. I know it's been a minute. I've been very busy. You can't see it right now, but I am quite literally surrounded by bags of Kiss confetti. I've been very busy following Kiss around. I just saw them pretty much 2 nights back to back in Indianapolis and Chicago. Met them both nights. It was insane. Second row center and front row center. Two probably of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. They just called it quits in New York. Missed out on that. Doesn't really look like I missed out on much, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Anyways, recently I picked up some cool stuff, and a while back I picked up some even cooler stuff that I never got a chance to show anybody. And it's been sitting here. I look at it every day. I come and sit down here in the office, the Rock Vault. And it's time for me to put it away, but I can't put it away until I share it with you. So let's get into it. So right down here, I'm going to show you some stuff. So I went to an antique mall kind of this weekend, I guess the other day. And very interestingly enough, they had some, peculiar collectibles that you don't necessarily see too often. And starting with this, here is a vintage Kiss 10th anniversary tour after show pass. I believe this would have been like Creatures of the Night, Vinnie Vincent era Kiss, which is pretty cool. If you know me, you know I'm a Kiss fan. Kiss is my number one favorite band of all time, so to have this is pretty sick. Next up here, I've got a Cinderella Heartbreak Station tour support pass from '91. How cool is that? Something you don't really see often either. They had 2 books full of these backstage passes. A lot of different stuff, ranging from like Stevie Nicks to The Cure, Dokken, which I have right here, Dokken VIP pass, Ted Nugent, Damn Yankees, all sorts of different. Some allegedly, the story goes that there was a local roadie, or like a local guy that went to all these shows and was involved in the music scene, and he had it all, and he basically put it in this antique mall to like pawn them all off. And I bought a bunch of them. They're super cool, super rare, not stuff you see every day. Maybe next time Dokken comes to town, I'll strap one of these on like a lanyard or something and see if it'll get me anywhere inside the building. Probably not, but it's worth a shot, right? Also at that antique mall, something that I did not expect to find, because most of the stuff was like, you think antique mall and you think like trinkets and furniture and, kind of like silly stuff. It was kind of like a big garage sale. But here I have a picture disc for Extreme's song Hip Today, which I saw and I had to have, which, oh, no way. So this is kind of crazy. I just noticed, I haven't even really got a chance to check this out. This was just this weekend. We are looking at limited edition number 0022 of 5,000. Wow. That is such a low number. I don't know if anybody out there are numbers people when it comes to collecting. Some people are, some people aren't. I'm really indifferent about it. I just think it's cool to have this, but to have such a low number like this does feel pretty cool for me. Here I have another picture disc down here. This is another thing I did not expect to see flipping through records was David Coverdale from Whitesnake. This is the picture disc for Is This Love? Look at him. This guy was the king of the ladies back in the day. Never got to see Whitesnake. Always wish I did, but it's all right. David Coverdale on the backside. B-sides are Standing in the Shadows and Need Your Love So Bad. Pretty cool. And the third and final thing that I got from this antique mall is from a band that I never heard of. So flipping through records, I came across this this album by a band called 220 Volt. It's called the album is called Eye to Eye, and it caught my eye, and it's almost the same color as my eyes, which is kind of crazy. Um, it caught my eye, and I looked back, and I looked at the guys, and I looked at some of the song titles: "Harder They Come," "I'm on Fire," "Dog Eat Dog," "Dangerous," "Money Talks," "Beat of a Heart," "I'm on Fire," and I'm like, eh. It was like, I think it was like $10. I'm like, this looks like it has to be good. So I pulled up Apple Music on my phone and played the first track, "The Harder They Come," and it sounds so good, so good. Down, 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 and I was like, all right, I don't even care what the rest of the album sounds like. I just need to have it, and here it is right here. I have it. Now, going back maybe about a month or so ago, my best friend John and I, who soon I will be posting a vlog of our trip to go see Kiss in Chicago, front row center with the meet and greet. It's a beautiful story of, you know me, you don't know my buddy John, but you will know him. It's a really beautiful story of two fans traveling state to state, seeing their favorite band of all time. Um, I every time I've watched it while we've put it together, it's just I keep reliving it and reliving it, and it's the best show that I think I've ever been to. And I know if you like my channel and everything that I've posted concert footage wise, you guys are gonna love it too. And I can't wait to put that out there. Anyways, John and I went record shopping about a month or so ago, and outside of one of our record stores down the road, there's like this little Halloween display, and John and I are both kind of impulsive people. And when we see something like that, I can't stop thinking about it until I check it out. A lot of this is very impulsive as well. But so after we got out of the record store, we went down and checked it out. And it was like this little kind of antique art studio type thing. But inside, it had a signed promo flat of Firewoman by The Cult. And we're like, what? Why is this here? And so we asked the lady, very nice lady. Her name is Michelle. We asked her, what's going on with this? And she's like, basically he's telling us like all of the bands that used to come to town back in the day, she dealt with them in some roundabout way. She dealt with all of these bands in the local venues, and next she proceeds to pull out this bag from under her desk of backstage passes, like 100 guitar picks, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, imagine if we didn't come down and check this little antique, this Halloween display out. Imagine if we didn't stop here. We would have never known that this lady had all of this stuff. And she's like, no, you guys got to see what I have at my house. I have some crazy signed stuff at home. And we're like, can we come to your house? Can we come to your house? We want to check it out. And she's like, yeah, if you give me a ride, you can come back to my house. And John's like, she can ride with you. And I'm like, you motherfucker. You know what? Yeah, you can ride with me. I'll come check it out. And so we go to her house, and she brings out all this stuff, and she's got backstage passes and Polaroids and just signed promo flats and records left and right. I mean, and we're just like, and this is all within like an hour. An hour of meeting this lady. We're at her house. We could have been kidnapped so fast. So fast this lady could have kidnapped us. Maybe not, I don't know. But within an hour, we were in this lady's house checking out her stuff. And she's like, you know, all of this stuff is for sale if you really want it. And we got some crazy good stuff. John got some good stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have it here today to show you. But the stuff that I have, that I got, I am more than willing to show you, and we're going to get into it right now. So, right here, I have a vinyl copy of Yngwie Malmsteen's Rising Force. If you know this album, you know that it's a great album. I don't really need to tell you about it. But, nonetheless, a killer album to have, an album I didn't have before, and an album I'm glad to have now. Here is a sealed copy of Kicked and Clawed by Cats and Boots. Very underrated band from back in the day. Very cool to have it sealed. I don't know if I want to open it. You know, of course, it's got the cutout. Most albums that didn't sell back in the day either got a corner clipped or a notch or a hole punched in them. I should be able to get a player copy at some point, or I may just open this one. I don't know yet. Here, this one's kind of funny, but nonetheless, it is Heart Like a Gun by Fiona. And the reason I bought this is not only Fiona is a great artist. However, I am a Winger fan, and she has a duet with Kip Winger called Everything You Do, You're Sexing Me. And it's a pretty cool song. I have the 45 for it over here. I don't know if I can find it. If you give me a second, here, I'll bring you with me. We'll fix you too. You're falling over. Don't worry. I got you guys. I wouldn't let you tip over like that. We'll look through the 45s. No, it's not where I thought it was. Not anywhere. Right there. Found it. So, we'll bring you back. You tipped over. Don't worry, I got you. Bam. Okay. So, Fiona, Heart Like a Gun, duet with Kip Winger. Here is the 12-inch single for that song right here. Pretty cool. Maybe something that I can get signed one day by Kip. Maybe by Fiona, if I'm lucky. Here, this is a cool record. We really had to haggle for this one. But this is Racer X, Street Lethal. Great record. If you know this album, you know it's good. If you don't know this album, please do yourself a favor and listen to Street Lethal by Racer X. What a killer album, featuring Paul Gilbert from Mr. Big. Fast, loud, crazy. Here I have the Stars single from the Heronade project that Ronnie James Dio put together. This has so many stars on it. It's literally, quite literally, Stars is full of stars. This whole thing is like everybody that's on it. People from Rough Cut, Blue Oyster Cult, Dio, Motley Crue, Y&T, Wasp, Night Ranger, Quiet Riot, Journey, Queensryche, Iron Maiden, Spinal Tap, Dokken, Jafria, fucking Judas Priest. All right, I'm done. So many people are on it. It's actually a great song. If you haven't heard Stars from Hearinade, check it out. It's also got some other songs on it, I think. The album does, not the single. So here I have some promo flats. I'm going to show you some unsigned promo flats that I have that I got from this lady as well. We'll fix you up. You're tilting just a little bit. If you know me, you know that I love promo flats. Promo flats a lot of times are the same size as the albums, and I'll say it every time. If I can't get my hands on the album, the second best thing for me is to have the promo flat, because if I get it signed, they all frame the same. So here is Junkyard. Pretty cool. Great band, great album. Here is Stripers, To Hell with the Devil. If you don't know, I have a great history with Striper. Seen and met Striper on multiple occasions. Even played on stage with Striper. One day I'll do a video on that, and it'll be a very cool video. The Choir Boys. Look at that, how cool. The London Choir Boys. Pretty cool. Dawkins, Beast from the East. Dokken, such a strong band. Whew. In the kiss of death. Tangier, another underrated band from back in the day. Lord Tracy. Hell yeah. Look at that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the lead singer of Lord Tracy was the original lead singer for Pantera, I believe. Don't quote me on it. Here is Lillian Axe, another killer, underrated band from back in the day. And Little Angels. Pretty cool. Now, I have some really cool signed stuff that I'm excited to share with you. And we're going to start small and work our way to the big stuff. Here is a signed, I guess, an ad for Mr. Big with Enough's Enough, signed by the full original lineup of Mr. Big. Eric Martin, Pat Torpey, Paul Gilbert, Billy Sheehan. I'm sure next time Enough's Enough comes to town, I'll have Chip sign that for me. Which is super ironic because we just ran into Chip's Enough at the Kiss show in Chicago. And he was super pumped to see us. He knows us. Here is a signed 8x10 promo picture for the Electric Boys. If you don't know the Electric Boys, they are responsible for All Lips and, I think it's All Lips and Hips. Lips and Hips. And here, we picked this up, or I picked this up, like the day, I think maybe right after Steve Riley passed away. She had this full promo picture signed by the full original lineup of LA Guns. You know, including Steve Riley, and I had to have it. I never got a chance to see Steve Riley or LA Guns yet, but I hope to next year when they come to town. Now, getting into the signed promo flats I have, here is a signed promo flat from Vane, their album No Respect. Beautiful, beautiful. signatures here. It's on the back it says someday it'll be worth something, which is pretty funny. Here I have Great Whites, Once Bitten, signed by everybody. Tony Montana, Michael Lardy, Mark Kendall, Jack Russell. I think the only... Oh, no shit. The only person that didn't sign this one was the drummer, Audie. I'll get him next time they come to town. That shouldn't be too difficult. Here I have the Leather Wolf promo flat, signed by the full band. Definitely not something you see often. This one is made out, says Harpo's Kicks Ass, which tells you that, you know, which venue this person worked for in Michigan. Harpo's, legendary Harpo's in Detroit, Michigan. Hoping to see some more concerts there next year. They have a rich history in the area, and hoping to see that pick up again one day. Saw Wasp there last year. That was pretty sick. Now these two, I've got two more promo flats to show you, and these are sick because I don't know which one to show you first because I know they're both really heavy hitters, but I am going to go with my gut, and I'm going to show you this one first. This is an Extreme promo flat for the debut album, and this is signed by the full original lineup: Nuno, Paul Geary, Pat Badger, and Gary Sharon. How sick is that? Stuff signed by the full original lineup is not easy to come by anymore. However, having this feels so cool. So grateful to have this. So grateful for the opportunity to pick this up. One of my favorite albums. I remember discovering Extreme, and you know, not that you guys really care, but at that time I was working at a campground and would spend all my time working outside, and I just remember, you know, riding lawnmowers, mowing grass, screaming Extreme lyrics just at the top of my lungs because I knew nobody would hear them over the lawnmower. Even though I think they did, I didn't care. It was just so fun. And Extreme, this one definitely means a lot to me. This one is so sick. So sick. This is a promo flat of Kix. You can see it right here. One of my favorite bands of all time. This is a promo flat for Kix's Blow My Fuse platinum album. Not only that, signed by the full original lineup. Not the current lineup that just retired. The original lineup when this came out. Steve Whiteman, Jimmy Chocolate, Ronnie 1010. This says Brian Damage Forsyth, which he doesn't even sign stuff with his full name anymore, which is crazy. And then this is Donnie Purnell, the original bass player. It says, do the mashed potato. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means, but that's so cool. This is so crazy. Oh my God. Whoa. Oh, this is awesome. I feel like nobody really understands because I just go through this stuff and I show you and then I put it away, but like really when I see this stuff, that's what it does to me. It really means the world to me because I never thought in a million years that I would ever see any of these people, you know, that I have pictures with on the wall. I never thought I'd get to meet any of these people that that I admired for so long as a kid. And I never imagined having any of this type of sick memorabilia. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. You don't see these often. This is wild. But enough of me yapping. That was everything I have to show you guys. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you liked it, like the video. If you got something to say about it, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. In the description of the video, if you guys would like better pictures of what I have here, I will be posting better pictures on my social media. The one I use the most is Instagram. Instagram has most of my pictures of my memorabilia if you don't feel like watching my other videos. So I will link that in the description, or you can just search up Jordan's Rock Vault on Instagram, or yeah, I guess. Um, um, yeah, that's it. If you guys liked it, like it. If you got something to say it in the comments. If you have something that you think I would want that you have, let me know in the comments. And if you feel compelled to, maybe share it with somebody else that you think would like it too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support. This channel is doing great right now, and it feels so good, and I appreciate every single one of you that's been here for it. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next one.